Dear students, I welcome all for this video lecture. So in this video lecture, you are going to learn the next lab cycle program. That is a program to compute the area of a circle, rectangle, and square by overloading methods in Java. Okay. So for that, I'll open BlueJ, and then I'm going to create a class. The class name is method overloading. Because I'm illustrating method overloading, I'm giving the class name as method overloading. Okay. Then I'll clear all the template code. Then I'll include the comment section. The comment is the program name. It is a program to calculate or program to compute the area of a circle, rectangle, and a square by method overloading. So to illustrate method overloading, I'm going to create a separate class here. The class name, I'll give it as area overload. Area overload. Then within this class, I'm going to create a method called area. So this method is not going to return any value to the calling program. So I'll write void. Then the name of the method here, I'll give it as area. Okay. So we know the formula to compute the area of a circle. It is pi r square, and the area of a rectangle formula is length into breadth, and the area of square is x square. So once the side is squared to get the area of a square. Okay. So let me compute the area of a circle first. So to compute the area of a circle, you need three inputs. So sorry, you need the radius of the circle. So I'll take that radius value as an input. So let me assume the radius is of float type. So I'll take the parameter of float type, have defined a variable r of float type. Next. Here I'll use directly a print statement system.out.println to print the area of a circle. Okay. So within double quotes, I'll write area of a circle is. So what is the area of a circle? It is computed with the formula that is 3.14 into R value into R value, isn't it? So this will print the area of a circle. Okay. So next, because we are computing the area of all these shapes by overloading method, next have to create another method with the same name. So here I'm writing the same method, that is area, but this method should vary in the number of parameters that you provide to this method. Okay. So how do you compute the area of a rectangle? You need two inputs. One is the length value and the other one is the breadth value. So I'll consider those two inputs of float type. I'll declare two variables, float L and float breadth. For breadth, I'm taking B, length into breadth. Okay. So in the next step, I'll compute the area of a rectangle by changing the formula. The area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So L into B. Okay. Similarly, I'll create another method with the same name area to compute the area of a square. So to compute the area of a square, we need only one parameter. Here I'm considering the radius, side value of a square as an integer type. Hence, I'll declare it as int x. Okay, int s. Let it be meaningful. The side, the length of the side of a square. Next, I'll compute the area of a square by changing the formula. Area of a square is s into s. Area of a square is s into s. That is s square. Okay. So now I'm going to close the class. In the next step, I'll create another class for placing the main method. Okay. So this I'll give this class name as method overloading. Then within this class, I'll place the void main method. So hence you will write public static void main string args. So here I'm going to create an object of this area overloaded class by writing area overloaded object equals to new area overloaded. And then I'll call a constructor. Next, I'll compute the area of a circle by calling that area method, but providing only one parameter, and that too of float type. So here I'll give the value as 2.5. Okay. So for this 2.5, for this value, the program is going to calculate the area of a circle, because the value that I'm passing to this method is of float type. It will calculate the area of a circle, not the area of a square, because for the square, I'm considering the parameter type as integer type. Okay. So next, again, I'll call the area method, but this time I'll pass two parameters. So let me pass 2.6 comma 3.5. Because I'm providing two parameters, obviously which method will be called? This method which computes the area of a rectangle. Okay. Next, using the same object, I'm going to call the area method now by passing an integer value. So now the compiler is going to call the area of area method which computes the area of a square. Since I am passing an integer value, the area of a square is computed by the computer. Okay. So this completes the program. So in BlueJ, the method that includes the main method should be placed at the top. Hence, I'll cut it and I'll place it here. Before any other class, I have to declare this class which contains a main method. Okay. So now, sorry, the class name here is overload. That's it. Now compile the program. Object name is OB. Compile the program to check for any errors. Since I'm passing a constant value as a parameter by default, the Java will consider this value, real value, as of double type, not of float type. Hence, I'm getting this error message. So you can see this error message, incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from double to float, because the Java consider this constant value, real constant value, by default as double type, not as of float type. So for that, what I'll do is I'll change this data type to double. So that there will be no chaos and you will easily understand. See, now there is no syntax errors. Or else if you want to pass a float value, then you have to convert this value, the constant value, to float type, and then you have to pass. Just you have to do explicit conversion by writing float and within the parenthesis, and then you have to call that method. Okay. Otherwise, if you change the data type to double, then no need for any conversion. Let's compile the program, then close it and execute the program. So this program does not take any inputs from the user because already the inputs are provided. Just you have to look at the output. Sorry, I have not cleared the screen. Just a minute, I'll clear it and I'll show it. I'll execute the program again. Yes, now you can see the area of a circle is called because the first method will contain only one parameter, that is of double type. Hence the area of a circle is computed, and next time the area of rectangle is computed, and at last the area of a square is computed. See, in the program, the object which calls this method has a different type as well as different number of arguments. Based on the type and the number of arguments, the Java compiler will get to know which method, which area method to call for execution. Okay, so that is how the Java compiler overcomes the conflict. See, all these methods has the same name. So when the methods has the same name, obviously the compiler will have a confusion which method to call. To overcome that confusion, so the compiler will consider the data type and the number of parameters that you pass it to call that method. So that's about a method overloading program. Thank you.